Welcome to the Bren Events Center for the other Big West Men's Volleyball Championship semifinal as number 2 seed Long Beach State takes on number 3 seed UC Irvine. I'm Bruce Kuntz alongside JayDe Beaudry, and you are listening to 22 West Radio. It's a rematch of Long Beach State's final 2 games in the regular season. They swept the black and blue rivalry to close out the schedule on 8 straight wins. Although they're the defending national champions, the Beach are looking for redemption in this tournament after they fell in the Big West Finals to Hawaii last year. UC Irvine took care of business against CSUN yesterday, punching their ticket to the semis in 4 sets. They're the underdogs tonight, but are playing with confidence on their home floor. JayDe, what are the 2 keys you see tonight between the Beach and the Anteaters?
Well, we're in for a battle tonight, Bruce, and it's Hawaii watching on from the stands. The question is, who's going to face them in the final? For Long Beach State, the goal is simple. They won both matches against UC Irvine, but they could have done it a whole lot faster. A 5-set win on night 1, a 4-set victory on night 2. They were the better team through and through, but continually failed to slam the door on the Anteaters. Look for the big names to step up tonight. Skylar Varga, Kellen Larson, Daniil Hurstnovich, all putting in huge performances across those 2 nights. They're going to be the ones to lead the way again for the Beach. And for UC Irvine, set the tone. Literally, Cameron Costi was not able to play night 2 against Long Beach State, and it showed. Irvine held to some of their lowest hitting tallies of the season. Costi is back. He played well in the first round against CSUN. He'll be the one to set the tone offensively. And look for Andrej Jokanovic, Willem Darcy to get this crowd going early as well. There's a lot of eaters in the stands, but they want to see their team finally get over the hump against Long Beach State.
Thanks for joining us here in Irvine for the Hawaiian Islands Presents Outrigger Big West Men's Volleyball Championship semifinals. Take you through the Long Beach State starting lineup. They've got Jake Pizzanti as the starting setter, Ben Braun and Jackson Chris, the middle blocker duo. Connor Bloom getting the start at outside alongside the captain, Skylar Varga. Kellen Larson back in there as the libero, and Wojciech Gajek hyping up the crowd as he gets introduced as Long Beach State's starting opposite. For UC Irvine, they've got William Darcy in there as the starting opposite. You mentioned Cameron Costi back in there as the setter after returning to the floor yesterday. Andrej Jokanovic at outside hitter. They've also on this floor tonight got Trevor Clark and Micah Goss as the middle blocker duo. Shane Aitken, the libero, on the floor for UC Irvine. Then rounding things out, the freshman Andreas Brink gets another start against Long Beach State at outside hitter.
And you talk about setting the tone, look for Trevor Clark to get involved early. He was unstoppable against CSUN last night, 12 kills on 19 swings. This is a UC Irvine team that has found a way to gel together over the past few weeks. And they have bad memories of facing the Beach, but coming off of those 2 losses, it was David Niffen who said, we can take a lot of positives away from 2 losses, and it's not often you can do that against a team like Long Beach State. These are 2 of the top 5 teams in the nation, make no mistake. This is anybody's game in the Big West semifinals.
It's number 3 versus number 5 in the country as Long Beach State tries to make it to the Big West Finals for a rematch of last year. Connor Bloom heading back behind the service line for Long Beach State to get us going. The Beach in all white. Their libero Kellen Larson in all black. UC Irvine on the other side of the floor in all navy blue. Shane Aitken, the libero, in all white. We are ready to go for the Big West Championship semifinals. Connor Bloom slaps the volleyball, and we're underway. Bloom serves across, pass from the back row from Brink. Set goes over to the right side. Jokanovic tips over and down. UC Irvine wins the first point.
And an immediate adjustment from David Niffen on the first serve from Connor Bloom. Irvine put 5 in the back row, and it resulted in an in-system attack to Andrej Jokanovic. Sees the double block that gave him nightmares, and he tips it right down. Irvine take the first point in set 1.
21 games of double-digit kills this year for the freshman Jokanovic. He hits over. Larson pass. Pizzanti there. Combo goes for Bloom. It's blocked. Larson keeps it alive. Pump set Pizzanti. Gajek. Back row. It's down. Wojciech Gajek has the kill, and Long Beach is on the board.
Talk about Daniil Hurstnovich and what he was able to do across 2 games. Wojciech Gajek was worked into the lineup and gets Long Beach on the board with a spectacular kill from the back row. Both teams bashing the ball early in set 1.
Ben Braun float serve. Pass by Jokanovic. Costi goes over to the left side. Brink gets popped up. Dig goes over to Gajek. He gets the set, and it's inbounds. Wojciech Gajek, 2 for 2 to start things off, and Long Beach is ahead by 1.
And after being worked into the lineup on night 1, Wojciech Gajek tallied 12 kills on 26 swings on night 2. He has been lights out at the opposite position, and Jake Pizzanti's turning to him early.
Ben Braun serves again. Jokanovic pass. Costi sets up for Clark. He gets denied. Recycle off the dig from Aitken. Over on the right side, Darcy off a tip. Bloom has the dig. Pizzanti goes for Varga. Left side, power angle and down. There's the shot. Skylar Varga works on tirelessly, and he's got his first kill of the semifinals.
Skylar Varga's got to trademark this shot. I mean, it's a cross-court set from Jake Pizzanti, and everyone knows where it's going. Skylar Varga bashes it inside the 10-foot line. Nothing Andreas Brink could do.
They go at Jokanovic again. Left side, Brink off the blockers and out of bounds. Pizzanti puts his hands right up to his face in dismay as he couldn't seal the pin. 3-2, Long Beach State.
Andreas Brink has stepped into the starting lineup for the past 2 series of the Big West Conference schedule and stepped up again last night, a career-high 13 kills on 24 swings against CSUN.
Trevor Clark serves, knuckleball, kept up by Varga. Set goes to Chris in the middle off a couple of touches. Costi has the dig. Pass goes over the net, and Jake Pizzanti uses 2 hands to put it down.
Irvine asking for an overreach, but it's not going to come. Jake Pizzanti just waits and waits and waits until the ball is above the tape for him to put down. Long Beach with an early 2-point advantage.
Big West freshman team selection. Pizzanti hits a cross. Pass from Jokanovic was low. Bump set goes up to Darcy, and he's roofed right down. Skylar Varga and Jackson Christ. Absolute denial.
Willem Darcy had 2 games to forget as well against Long Beach State. And it's a nightmare double block in his face again. Jackson Christ has gotten hands to almost every attack so far, puts that one down.
Pizzanti serve, tips the tape, Jokanovic pass. Costi goes to Jokanovic from the back row. Right down the pipe, Andre Jokanovic has the kill. It's 5-3, Long Beach State.
Andre Jokanovic just watched his teammate Louis Sakanoko have an incredible game for Hawaii, showing he can do it from the back row too.
3 serving 5 in set 1. Will Darcy hits a cross. Pass from Larson. Pizzanti D-ball over to Varga on the right side, and he's down. Caught a piece of the blocker before hitting the ground in front of Darcy. Skylar Varga already with a pair of kills.
Skylar Varga on that Big West first team, and there was really never going to be a debate. He has been one of the best attackers all year long in the Big West, and he's backed that up with some incredible service pressure. Also among the best servers in the nation.
Leading the Big West in total aces. Jokanovic handles this one. Set goes over to the left side. It was above the net. Gayak blocked. They recycle. Go back to Brink. It's popped up. Pizzanti has the dig. Varga goes on the attack on the second touch, and it's another kill for Skylar Varga. The back row attack on 2 has Long Beach ahead 7-3.
And Skylar Varga has talked over the past few weeks about a killer instinct that this team needs to find. He's the one setting the tone in set 1. The touch on the second one over goes across the net. He easily could have set that to the outside. Decides to do it himself.
45 aces this season for Varga. Aitken passes this one. Costi goes to Goss, but he's too strong. It's an attacking error for Micah Goss on his first swing, and the Beach extend their lead to 5.
And Micah Goss has been efficient to close out the season. Hit just 182 last night, though. 4 kills, 2 errors on 11 swings. And he misses the back line to give the Beach a 5-point advantage early in set 1.
Only 11 points in, and UC Irvine calls timeout. Beach ahead 8-3. Good start for the defending national champions on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State opening up the match with some fire. They're ahead 8-3.
And it's come from all over the court. Skylar Varga setting the tone. He's on a service run. The Beach with some early energy. The question now, can they sustain it throughout set 1 and throughout this match? It's It's going to take a Herculean effort from both teams to get this one done as fast as possible, with Hawaii awaiting in the final.
Skylar Varga to serve again out of the timeout. Both teams back on the floor early. It was UC Irvine who called their first of 2 in this first set. Anteaters the 3 seed, Long Beach State the 2 seed. Into the postseason part of the year as the Beach look to defend their national championship. Skylar Varga hits over. Aitken pass. Costi, D-ball over for Darcy. Blocked, but Aitken keeps it up in the air. Brink left side. Cross court, dug out by Larson. Pisanti, D-ball. Gayak again. Cross court. Aitken has the dig. Costi quick to Goss in the middle. Off the blockers and out of bounds. Micah Goss has some redemption, and he trims the lead to 4.
And on that rally, we really got to see both liberos flex their muscles. Kellen Larson had a career-high 18 digs and is the reigning Big West Defensive Player of the Week for the performance he put on here in the Bren Events Center. Shane Aitken, last year an AVCA All-American honorable mention, making sure the Anteaters stay in system during a long rally and side out Long Beach State.
Andreas Brink serves into the net. It's 9-4 Long Beach State. First-year head coach Nick McRae with his first playoff head coaching experience tonight. David Niffen in his 13th year at the helm of UCI on the other end. 9-4 Long Beach State in set 1. Jackson Christ flips the ball out in front of him, hits across, it tips the tape, but Brink has the pass. That goes to Goss. It's a dig from the middle blocker, Christ. Recycle as it went over the net, and it's a roof for Long Beach State. Ben Braun and Wojciech Gajek, shoulder to shoulder. It's 10-4 Long Beach.
And how many middle blockers in the nation can line up in the back row and lay down a dig like Jackson Christ? It's all working for Long Beach State, 14 points into set 1.
6-point lead for the Beach. Christ serves too strong beyond the back line. Still a 5-point lead. Larson comes back into the back row. They're leaving Ben Braun out there as Christ is the middle blocker who heads off.
Yeah, Ben Braun going to operate in the front row right now, and he has been the best big blocker in the Big West since coming back from injury. There is no reprieve for UC Irvine at the net tonight.
Micah Goss to serve. Sophomore middle blocker hits it over. Pass from Skylar Varga. Pisanti over to Bloom on the left side. He's got the kill. Connor Bloom with his first of the night after he ended the regular season with back-to-back 15-kill performances. The first one set a new career high, and the second time he matched it.
And he's dressed as the starting outside tonight, replacing Alex Condiv, who was dressed on the sidelines. Connor Bloom has simply been that good over the past 2 games.
Wojciech Gajek serves now for the Beach, but hits it over and out. Scores 11-6, Long Beach State ahead.
And Long Beach has built up a cushion. They won the race to 8, and now we enter the middle third, where Long Beach State can sometimes get complacent. It all starts with these passes out of serve-receive. Long Beach looking to stay in system all night.
Cameron Costi serves, pass from Bloom. Pisanti back to Bloom on the left side as he's falling away. He gets roofed. Double block of Trevor Clark and Will Darcy. Bloom had to hit a fadeaway and couldn't get it through.
And it all starts with a pass from Connor Bloom. It sends Jake Pisanti sprinting towards the pins, and Irvine able to seal.
Costi serves again. Bloom better pass, lower. Pisanti D-ball. Gajek right side hits line. He missed it without a touch. Skylar Varga looking over to the bench, wondering. Doesn't look like any protest coming from Long Beach State though.
And that's just Wojciech Gajek missing the line. Long Beach will take those kind of attacks all night long. It's a good pass, a good set. The hit just offline.
3-point run for UC Irvine. Serve across and out of bounds from Cameron Costi. Gets Long Beach back ahead by 4.
And when Long Beach State shows signs of faltering, it's up to UC Irvine tonight to stack those mini runs, 3 points, 4 points in a row, and then sustain that pressure throughout the rest of the set. They're still down by 4. This first set is far from over with the power that UC Irvine have in the attack and behind the service line.
Long Beach State has rotated one time all the way through. Connor Bloom back to serve again where he started the match. 12-8. Bloom serves across. Aitken pass. Costi D-ball goes over to the right side for Jokanovic, and he's got the kill. Tap on the top of his head as he got way above the net there to trim the deficit to 3.
Andre Jokanovic always wears his heart on his sleeve. He's going to have to shoulder the load of the offense tonight. Already 3 kills on 4 swings for the Frenchman.
It's Jokanovic back to serve. He hits over, way overpass from Bloom across the net and out of bounds beyond the back line. Not often you see that on the ace from Andrei Jokanovic.
And Andrei Jokanovic had 4 aces last night, including the walk-off winner against CSUN, picking up his first tonight and then sprawls out his arms towards the crowd, trying to get these anteaters fired up.
10 serving 12. Jokanovic hits over, and it's another ace. He targets Connor Bloom again, and the Beach lead is down to 1 as Nick McRae will make a sub in service. Dane Hillis enters in the back row for Connor Bloom.
And it's back-to-back reception errors for Connor Bloom. Nick McRae immediately pointing to the bench to bring on the San Clemente native and one of 5 seniors on this Long Beach State team. Dane Hillis enters into rotation 1.
It's the freshman serving after back-to-back aces. Jokanovic hits over. This time Varga puts it up in the air. Bump set from Larson. Goes back to Varga. Roll shot from beyond the 10-foot line. Dug out by Jokanovic. Bump set over to the left side. Brink triple block. Gets denied. Aitken keeps it up. Sent back up to Brink again. Triple block there. A second time. Another block. Clark puts it over. And now a whistle blows. And the point goes to Long Beach State. I think it's a net against UC Irvine.
Trevor Clark came down on the net. Whistle immediately came down from the chair. That's what we were just talking about a few points ago. UC Irvine capitalizing, going on a run behind the service line. It's now a 2-point set.
Long Beach has won 8 straight games as Ben Braun serves across and out of bounds. Third service error for Long Beach State, and it's 13-12.
And UC Irvine are the underdogs tonight. They have to play like their season is on the line here at home. Have to capitalize on every early opportunity.
Trevor Clark serve, Varga pass. Set goes over to Gayak on the right side. Roll shot is going to be down. Good effort from Clark diving in, but it's a kill for Wojciech Gayak, and the Beach extend their lead back to 2.
Third kill already for Woj, and he can do it in all different kinds of ways. Gets cute with the roll shot just over the double block and down. Setting up for a big night on the right side.
Jake Pizzanti to serve. Neon yellow shoes tonight. Jokanovic pass. D-ball over to Darcy on the right side. Dig across and out of bounds. It's a kill for Will Darcy as Larson couldn't handle the fire.
It's about time Will Darcy got on the board. First kill in his 4th swing. The Aussie, always the tone setter and the emotional leader for this UC Irvine team. Had his 18-game streak of 10 or more kills snapped on night 1 against Long Beach State. He's going to want to get his get back tonight.
Will Darcy serves. Larson pass. Pizzanti D-ball. Varga on the right side. This time goes out of bounds without a touch. Varga clearly tried to just play that one off the blocker, but UCI gets their arms out of the way. Good job by Brink defending the line. It's 14-all.
Skylar Varga hits that shot about 6 out of every 10 swings, but it's the small mistakes, and just like that, we're tied at 14.
Will Darcy serves again. Pass from Larson. Pizzanti right at the net. Quick to Christ.
Oh, my goodness.
He puts it down. A no-look swing from Jackson Christ. There's some fire on that kill to put Long Beach back ahead.
It's a no-look kill in the middle for Jackson Christ. And the first people standing up in the Long Beach State section are his parents watching on tonight. That is unbelievable athleticism from the middle.
Connor Bloom's back into the front row as Hillis heads off. Skylar Varga serves. Beach up by 1. Tips the tape. One-arm pass from Brink. Costi back to Brink on the left side. 3 blockers there. They block it. Darcy diving, keeps it up. Jokanovic back to Brink. Left side. Tip from the blockers and out. Andreas Brink, the second time around, has the kill. We're tied at 15.
Andreas Brink has stepped into that secondary outside hitter role alongside Jokanovic for these past few games, and he can score. That time electing to go off the triple block. It's the smartest shot with 6 hands across, and it ties us at 15.
It's Brink serving. He hits across. Larson receive. Pizzanti, long way to go. Puts it back towards Bloom on the left side. He hits cross court but out of bounds. Had to step in towards the middle to attack, and UC Irvine has their first lead at 16-15. Nick McRae calls timeout.
It's just a little too sloppy from Long Beach State. The set's too close to the middle. The shot from Skylar Varga doesn't find the line. The Wojciech Gayak swing doesn't catch the coffin corner. These are small mistakes, but in a game with these many stakes, the Big West Championship semifinals, those small errors can come back to bite you. UC Irvine take their first lead and are now in the driver's seat, looking to close out set number 1.
Anteaters only hitting 136, but they've still got a 16-15 lead. Be right back for the end of set 1 on 22 West Radio. There's a healthy traveling contingent down from Long Beach as we've got the Big West Championship semifinals from the Bren Events Center in Irvine. The home team, UC Irvine, playing on their Terraflex, and they're ahead 16-15 in set one.
And the Bren Events Center remains one of the best atmospheres in all of college volleyball. The Hawaii Traveling Road Warriors turned this place at the Stan Sheriff Center earlier this afternoon. They've hung around, and they've got to be cheering for UC Irvine too. It's been Long Beach State and Hawaii time and time again. All but one Big West Championship competed between those two teams.
Andreas Brink serve, Larson pass. Pazanti D-ball over to the right side, gets denied. Recycle, now goes to Bloom on the left, and he's got the kill. Connor Bloom delivers to tie things back up, 16 apiece.
And that point's all thanks to Kellen Larson. He's all alone as the block goes to the back row, just in the right position to feed it back to Pazanti. And the Beach able to get a successful side out from the timeout.
Jackson Christ to serve. Long Beach 22-4 overall this season. UC Irvine 18-7. Christ rolls it over. Aitken to the ground on a pass. Costi over to the left side. Jokanovic tips over. Dig from Bloom. Now a set from Braun, way out of bounds. Braun stepped in and put it too far to the outside of the right pin, and the point goes to UC Irvine.
Yeah, that's a 6'11" middle blocker trying to throw a D set over to Wojciech Gajek in about a 2-foot window. Even for the best of the best, that's hard, and Ben Braun shakes that one off, just stepping over Jake Pazanti in the middle.
17-16, UC Irvine. Micah Goss serving. He hits over, pass from Varga all the way in the back row. Pazanti goes up to Bloom, off three blockers, it's into the net, and UCI can't get it back over. Connor Bloom has his third kill. 17 all in set one.
It's clear the strategy in service already in set one has been to serve to Connor Bloom consistently. He's going to have a tough job all night long in serve receive.
Now jumbo package is in for Long Beach State. Daniil Hershinovic subs in for Jake Pazanti. There's no true setter on the floor. Long Beach, all their bigs, is Wojciech Gajek back to serve. 17 all. Gajek hits over, pass from Jokanovic. Set goes to the middle for Clark. He gets denied, and it's down. Connor Bloom and Ben Braun have the roof, and the Beach are back ahead.
And Connor Bloom hasn't gotten a lot of run with this jumbo package that consists of two opposites, a middle blocker, a pair of outsides, and Kellen Larson, the libero, does his job sealing shoulder to shoulder. And Trevor Clark off to a slow start. Probably a surprise for most in this building who saw him play last night. It's now advantage Long Beach State as Clark 0 for his first 3 swings.
It's rare. Clark is the Big West's leading hitter at 520. 18-17, Long Beach State. Wojciech Gajek serves into the net. We're tied again at 18 all. And here comes Island Doty off the bench. He subs in for Gajek after the service error.
So this allows Long Beach State to change out setters and put Island Doty into the back row, into rotation one.
Doty has been the backup the last 3 years. This is his 4th in that role. Senior on the floor. It's a serve from Cameron Costi is over and out of bounds. Long Beach ahead 19-18. Another senior, Connor Bloom, going back to serve. Island Doty did not have very much playing time. It was after Jake Pazanti sustained an injury that the Beach have started to go to this 2-setter rotation. Doty had 33 assists on night 1 against UC Irvine, only 4 down here at the Bren Events Center on night 2. Serve from Bloom, dug out by Jokanovic. Set over to the left side. Darcy, 2 hands, pushed over, dug out by Larson. D-ball over to the right side. Hershinovic, cross court, dug out by Aitken. Another D-ball on the right side. Jokanovic gets blocked. They keep it up. Recycle Darcy, left side, hit it into the net. Long Beach with pressure above the net, converting in another point, and it's 20-18 Beach.
And the connection between Island Doty and Daniil Hershinovic is going to be on full display. As soon as Doty stepped into the starting lineup, it was clear he trusted the Canadian opposite more than anyone else on the floor. It's Hershinovic who gets UC Irvine scrambling, and the big boys at the net force Willem Darcy into an attacking error. The Beach to the red zone first.
20-18, Long Beach State will try and win the sprint to 25 in set 1 on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State and UC Irvine, 20-18, the Beach lead in set one of the Big West Championship semifinal.
That's Island Doty running the offense. If he can stay on the floor to close out set one, that'll bode well for the rest of this match. It means that Nick McRae can continue to put trust in his senior setter, who across a month as the starter had more assists in the span of just a few games than he has across his entire four-year Long Beach State career combined. He is certainly capable of meeting this moment.
Connor Bloom serving for Long Beach State as they're ahead by 2. 20 serving 18. Bloom hits over. Pass from Aitken. Set goes over to the right side for Jokanovic. He hits line, but dug out by Larson. Doty quick to Braun in the middle. Goes over the net as he swung through it. Darcy left side off the blockers. It's up above it again. Darcy swings, power angle, and he's got the kill. Skylar Varga on his knees in dismay as he couldn't dig that one out.
Willem Darcy is seeing ghosts right now. He is swinging to every spot on the floor, and there's a Long Beach State player with arms out and waiting. Skylar Varga with a tough job trying to dig out the power angle swing, but he's in the right spot as this UC Irvine attack heading closer to 0 now. Just 0-36 on the night with 7 kills and 6 errors on 28 swings.
And yet they're only down by 1. Jokanovic serves, tips the tape, and lands in. Andre Jokanovic has 3 aces in set 1, and we're tied at 20.
After a career high last night, Andre Jokanovic continues to up the aggression.
Turned over to the UC Irvine student section with his hands up in the air. Long Beach State calls timeout as we're tied at 20. It was a hot start for the Beach, JD. They jumped ahead early, but UC Irvine has managed to fight back and get this tied. Long Beach hitting 318, UCI down at 069. What does that tell you about what Long Beach State needs to adjust?
It tells me that not every error that Long Beach State has made in this first set shows up on the box score. They have had the opportunity to put away more points, and they haven't been at their efficient best. It tells me that the block is doing its job. It tells me that the back row defense is doing its job. But the fact that Long Beach State have 4 service errors and every stat is going in the direction, and it's still a tied set at the red zone, means Long Beach State simply have not put away UC Irvine at any point. We haven't seen a long run. We haven't seen somebody take over this set. As Skylar Varga is still sitting on 3 kills, which he tallied through the first 10 points. Island Doty, Jake Pizzanti, everybody on this Long Beach State team is capable of taking over this game and playing complementary volleyball. The question is, when are we going to see it? We saw it through the first 10 points in a big lead for Long Beach State, but since then it has been all UC Irvine battling back, and mostly Andre Jokanovic stacking serves. This is an Anteaters team that knows from the first 2 matchups against Long Beach State that they can play far from their best and still be competitive. That's a dangerous position to be in if you're the number 3 team in the country, chasing down a back-to-back appearance in the Big West Championship game.
Trio of players for Long Beach State with 3 kills, Skylar Varga, Connor Bloom, and Wojciech Gajek. Right now it's Daniil Hršanovic on the floor as the opposite. Island Doty still in as the setter. Andre Jokanovic with 3 aces so far. He's got 3 kills and a couple of assists as well. What a true freshman season it's been for him. Big West first team and Big West freshman team.
He's been outstanding. He's already shown it here in set 1. Long Beach is looking for consistency. Look for Island Doty with an in-system pass to turn to the middle. Ben Braun is on the floor. It's either Braun or Hršanovic getting this next swing, trying to side out Andre Jokanovic.
Braun still without a swing. 20 all. Jokanovic serves across. Pass from Larson as he went to the ground. Bump set from Doty. Rolls it up towards Varga. He gets blocked, and it's in! A triple block for UC Irvine. They continue to feast on Long Beach out of system.
You said it best there, Bruce. Long Beach out of system. Skylar Varga with a tough job to do as UC Irvine has gotten 6 hands at the net on every out-of-system attack. Anteaters now with a chance to steal set 1.
Jokanovic serves over and out of bounds. We're tied again at 21 all.
Eerily familiar to how a few close sets ended between these 2 teams just last week.
Ben Braun serving. Long Beach took both of those matches to end the regular season. Braun puts it over. Jokanovic overhead pass. Costi over to the left side for Brink. Dug out by Doty. Bloom steps into set. Goes for Varga. 3 blockers there. Rolls it off of him. Aitken has the dig. Costi to Clark. Gets blocked. Kept up. They go over to the left side for Brink. Tries to tool the block, but it lands on Long Beach State's side. It's a kill for Brink as he just pushed it through the blockers and Long Beach couldn't scramble to keep the ball in the air.
It's chaos on the pins, and Cameron Costi makes the very conscious decision to keep pushing it to the left side. He's setting up for something on his next attack. Over on 2, quick to the middle. Cameron Costi is sealing the floor, 3 points in advance.
Trevor Clark serve, pass from Bloom is over the net. Now UCI on the attack. Left side, Brink gets popped up. Varga has the dig right at the net. Doty to the right side. Hershtanovich dug out by Clark. Set over to the left side. Brink rolls it over 3 blockers. It's blocked, but kept up. Sent over to the left side again. Brink has the kill. Goes hard off the blockers and out. And UC Irvine is up 23-21.
Andreas Brink, 4 swings in the rally, and it takes every last one to get the point. Cameron Costi with full trust in the Danish outside. Wow.
Clark serves again. Varga pass. Doty back to Varga. Left side. Tips it over and down. Skylar Varga with a push above the net. He's got his 4th kill. And now Long Beach is going to bring back in their starting lineup. Wojciech Gajek and Jake Pisanti back in as the opposite and the setter, respectively.
Island Doty, Dylan Hershtanovich not too happy heading back to the bench. Hershtanovich, 0 kills on 2 swings. And Island Doty, only 1 assist throughout a complete rotation, all 5 positions. And the Beach have let the lead slip.
Jake Pisanti serving right after he subbed in. He hits over, pass from Jokanovic. Set goes to him from the pipe, and he's roofed down! Jackson Christ shoves Skylar Varga after putting the ball into the floor. We're all tied again at 23.
That's the attack Cameron Costi was setting up with every single push to Andreas Brink, hoping the Beach would get fooled with the big set. Jackson Christ, Wojciech Gajek, Skylar Varga all stay home, and we're tied at 23.
Pisanti serves too strong and out of bounds. It's set point number 1 for UC Irvine. William Darcy heading behind the line. Long Beach will try and get this one to extra volleyball. UC Irvine trying to close out set 1. The senior, William Darcy, serves it over. Pass from Larson as he went to the ground. Pisanti to Gajek. Left side, power angle. It's out of bounds, but he got a touch. Just barely a piece from the UC Irvine blockers. And Long Beach is still alive in set 1. It's 24 all.
Oh, it's hard attack central for Long Beach State, as that ball was well long. The UC Irvine block just reaching over the net. And we're going to extra volleyball.
24-24. Varga tips the tape. Pass from Brink. Set goes back to him on the left side. Brink, power angle is down. Advantage UC Irvine again, and they have set point number 2.
13 kills last night for Andreas Brink. He's got 5 here in the first set.
And now it's Brink going back to serve. Big West freshman team selection. He's had inconsistent playing time this year, but has been on the floor a lot at the end. 5 kills in set 1 as Brink serves it over. Pass from Larson, Pisanti right at the net. Quick to Christ, and Long Beach is still alive. Jackson Christ puts it right down, and it's 25 all.
That's only the 3rd swing from the middle here in the first set for Long Beach State. Jackson Christ does his job. He's swung on all 4. He's got 2 kills.
And now it's Christ back to serve. 42 aces, 3rd best in the Big West. Christ hits over. It's kept up by Aitken. Costi waits for it to fall. Goes to Jokanovic. He hits line, but he missed it. No touch from Long Beach State's blockers. And now it's set point number 1 for Long Beach State, 26-25.
Jackson Christ will have flashbacks to set 3 in the pyramid when he went on a long service run to force extra volleyball, but could not slam the door. A chance at redemption here in set 1 of the conference semifinals.
26-25 for set point number 1. Christ serves into the net. 26 all.
And that might be the exact same spot he served the ball into the net in the pyramid. He heads to the bench and makes way for Kellen Larson in rotation 1.
Micah Goss to serve. So after Long Beach's middle blocker couldn't get it over, Goss will look for better fortunes.
Already the longest set played between these 2 teams this season.
Goss hits over. Pass from the back row. Pisanti puts up towards Bloom. 3 blockers there. He gets it through, and the dig is into the crowd. Connor Bloom over 3 blockers. Has the kill, and it's set point number 2 for the Beach.
Connor Bloom saving some blushes. It was his pass that forced Pisanti to set from the back row. Makes up for it. And now Long Beach State looking to slam the door and quiet the Bren Events Center.
Wojciech Gajek to serve, 27-26, set point number 2 for Long Beach State. Gajek hits into the net. Second straight set point to end with a service error for Long Beach State, and we're tied at 27.
And this is what we were talking about in the red zone, these errors that Long Beach State simply cannot afford.
What a set number 1 this has been. Cameron Costi back to serve for UC Irvine. Redshirt freshman setter hits over, pass from Bloom, a good one this time. Pisanti to Baron in the middle, and Ben Braun has his first kill on his first swing. It's back to advantage Long Beach State.
And it's the first perfect three-point pass from Connor Bloom in set 1, and it goes to the middle. Nobody stopping Ben Braun on a swing like that.
Set point number 3 for the Beach. Connor Bloom looking to end set 1. 28-27. Bloom serves across. Aitken overpasses onto the Beach side. Braun up to Pisanti. Over to Varga. Left side tipped over, but it's dug out by Brink. Set to the right side. Jokanovic hits out of bounds. No touch from the blockers. Long Beach State wins set 1, 29-27. But will there be a challenge? There will be a challenge from the Anteaters. Stay on the edge of your seat. David Niffen says not so fast.
It looked like there might have been a little waggle above the net from the Long Beach State block. This is going to be close. David Niffen able to win last night's matchup against CSUN with a challenge on an Andrej Jokanovic serve. As the Bren Events Center goes from a noise level above 100 back to dead silence, as the call will have to come from our officials at the scorers table. Both teams in a full huddle, as this next point could decide set 1.
If the call stands, it'll be Long Beach winning set 1, 29-27. If UC Irvine gets an overturn, we'll be right back to even ground.
And the numbers are just outstanding. Long Beach is hitting .367. UC Irvine is hitting .051. And it's 27-29 as it stands, as the Anteaters have forced extra volleyball in set 1. Long Beach have to be kicking themselves that it's gone this long.
9 attacking errors and only 11 kills for UC Irvine in set 1. Long Beach with 16 kills and 5 errors. But 3 aces from Andrej Jokanovic have been pivotal, pushing this to extra points.
You just tack up all the errors over this set. It's 3 reception errors on Andrej Jokanovic's serve, 5 attacking errors, that's 8 points. Add in 7 service errors for the Beach. That's 15 of UC Irvine's 27 points gifted to the Anteaters. There are a few more swings in this first set from Long Beach State that should have found the line and didn't. Long Beach holds themselves to a standard higher than anybody else in the country. And right now, they're not living up to it, as they have dominated UC Irvine in set 1. And we're still waiting on the challenge call to confirm if this one's truly over.
It's a long review as they're looking to see if there was a touch above the net. The ball absolutely landed out of bounds. So the protest here from UC Irvine is for a block touch. First challenge issued by either team. In collegiate men's volleyball, you get 3 challenges. If you win it, you keep it. If you lose it, you don't. And UC Irvine loses this one. Long Beach State wins set 1, 29-27. And it's the Beach up 1-0. The defending national champions strike first in the Big West Championship semifinal.
And it feels like we come away from this first set saying the same thing we said both nights just a week ago. UC Irvine far from their best, and yet they're still close, they're still competitive, they still find a way to keep it tight. The Anteaters are far from done tonight. They need to bounce back in set 2.
The Anteaters won't go down without a fight. And we'll be back for set 2 on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State had to go to extra points to put down UC Irvine in set one. But they eventually do 29-27 as the Beach are ahead. You look at the stat sheet and it looks drastically one-sided, but UC Irvine was able to stay in that first set all the way to the end.
Long Beach out-block, out-dig, out-hit, out-assist. UC Irvine in the first set, they out-kill them too. But somehow, some way, the defending national champions find a way to step on their own shoelaces and allow the Anteaters back into set one late. Had to come from behind, and it's 29-27 the final score, the longest set played between these two teams this season. So we head to set two. The Anteaters just looking to bounce back. If they play bang on their average, we're having a different conversation about how these teams are moving into the second set.
When you talk to Long Beach State players in press conferences and coaches too, they're unafraid to admit that their perspective, Long Beach State beats themselves, and that's what they're trying to defend against. This team, plenty talented, but there's moments where the finish just isn't there. Long Beach State able to pick up the set one win though. That's the main thing that they say. Wins are wins. No matter how many sets you go or how it looks, win goes in the book. And Long Beach is up 1-0. Cameron Costi serves to open up set two. Pass from Bloom. D-ball over to Gayak on the right side. And Long Beach State is ahead 1-0 in set two.
And it's time to have the memory of a goldfish for Long Beach State. This is a brand new set. It's 0-0. And Wojciech Gayak, just as he did to open up set one, sets the tone. Off the block of Andrej Jokanovic, as there was a sliver of light between the antenna and the block.
And that first set would be a heck of a lot more sour if they didn't win it in the end. Long Beach up 1-0. Pizzanti serves it over. Pass from Aitken. Set goes to Clark in the middle. And the Big West's leading hitter has the kill to even it up at 1 point apiece.
Trevor Clark, another thumb down pound. He went OTT, a triple block there. That's insane.
That's his first kill on 5 swings, 2 attacking errors tonight. Andrej Jokanovic serving for the Anteaters, tips the tape, but Bloom has it up in the air. Pizzanti, D-ball for Varga across court, but it's out of bounds. No touch from UC Irvine as the set was a little bit offline there and behind Skylar Varga.
And it has to be so tempting for Cameron Costi to run this UC Irvine for Andrej Jokanovic and Andreas Brink. UC Irvine last night were at their best. When Trevor Clark was involved, he needs to have a big second set.
That was the case as well in the Long Beach State series. Jokanovic serves again, pass from the back row. Pizzanti goes to Gayak on the left side, and Wojciech Gayak delivers again. He's up to a team-leading 6 kills.
And the same can be said about Jake Pizzanti. It's really tempting to give it to Wojciech Gayak, who was just named to the Big West All-Freshman team, or push it to Skylar Varga, but Jackson Christ is waiting in the middle. Both these teams know that their offenses can't rely on pin hitters as long as this one goes tonight.
Skylar Varga serves over and out of bounds. UC Irvine's back ahead 3-2.
And Trevor Clark, as dangerous as he is in the Irvine attack, and equally as dangerous server, Long Beach State knows that all too well, had 3 aces against him in the pyramid. It's this weird little float serve he has that has given teams trouble.
He hits this one over and too strong. So back-to-back service errors, and we're tied at 3.
And Long Beach State, the best serving team in the nation.
Jackson Chris serving now, all tied at 3. Pass from Jokanovic, set from Costi, goes over to Brink on the left side. He hits line and puts it right off Jake Pizzanti and into the crowd. Big time power behind the swing from the freshman.
We go band for band, we go M for M, we go point for point through the first 7 of set 2. Irvine retake the lead.
4-3 for the Anteaters, playing on their home floor. Serve from Darcy. Set goes to the left side, and Connor Bloom puts it right into Darcy's feet. Bloom looking for a performance tonight to match those 15 kills he had in each match against UC Irvine in the regular season.
And for Connor Bloom, it all starts with his own pass. Gets the set right back, and Willem Darcy has his hands outstretched saying, I was there, how did I not get that ball up?
Wojciech Gayak serves for the Beach, hits the tape, pass from Jokanovic right up to the net. Costi tries to dunk, but Gayak has the dig. Set goes over to Bloom again, off the blockers and out. Back-to-back kills for Connor Bloom, gets Long Beach into the lead.
Excellent read in the back row from Wojciech Gayak, recognizing that Cameron Costi hasn't tried to turn offensive yet, and it's going to come at some point. Costi, shoulder square to the antenna, always goes over with only one hand above the net. The Beach recycle and take the lead at 5-4.
Wojciech Gajek serving. He hits over and just too strong. Long Beach State with 9 service errors. UCI down at 5.
And 2 already through the first 10 points for Long Beach State.
Big difference there too. UC Irvine at least has 3 aces. Andrei Jokanovic with all 3 of them. Long Beach still searching for their first ace. The Beach, the national leader in aces per set. This serve from Andreas Brink is into the net. Both teams losing their rhythm a bit from beyond the service line as it's 6-5 Long Beach State.
And it's so important to just ride the wave tonight of the energy, both in this building and of this moment. It was really high at the end of set 1 for both teams, and it's really cooled off here in set 2. Irvine experienced this exact same thing last night against CSUN, having to persevere and close things out in an especially tepid 4th set.
Connor Bloom serves next. Pass from Aitken as he goes to the ground. Costi to Jokanovic on the left side. Cross court, out of bounds without a touch. Andrei Jokanovic with an attacking error, already the 10th for UC Irvine.
And after the Long Beach State series, Andrei Jokanovic had some conversations with Cameron Costi saying every set just needs to be higher. That adjustment has paid dividends tonight as Jokanovic has been consistently swinging above the double block. Another example there where he gets the ball where he wants it and just can't put it down. He's hitting negative 182, just 3 kills and 5 errors.
Serve from Bloom is out of bounds. Only a 1-point lead for Long Beach State at 7-6 in set 2. The Beach already ahead 1-9. Micah Goss going back behind the service line. Santa Barbara native and sophomore middle blocker. Goss claps the volleyball 3 times as his routine and spins it on his right hand. Hits it on a cross. Pass from Larson. Pizzanti underneath. Sets over to the left side for Varga. Cross court and down. Skylar Varga. An emphatic shot into the Terraflex. And Long Beach extends their lead back to 2.
Varga gets to 5 kills. Gives Long Beach State the 2-point advantage.
It looked like Varga deked a little bit with where he was jumping from. Then reached back to his right to get around the blockers. Good move there. Braun's serve. Goes to an attack for Clark from the middle, and UC Irvine strikes back with a kill of their own.
And there's the consistency Cameron Costi's looking for from the offense. Trevor Clark hanging out inside the 10-foot line, elevates, lays down the kill, and Irvine gets a successful side out.
Serve from Cameron Costi, 7 serving 8. Costi hits over, pass from Varga, good one. Pizzanti D-ball goes for Gajek, and he's got another kill. Goes right off of Brink and way out of bounds. Wojciech Gajek with 7 kills on 10 swings.
Wojciech Gajek especially influential on night 2. 12 kills, 26 swings. Setting up for a big night. Still making his way back into the starting lineup.
Another freshman, Jake Pizzanti. He hits over, pass from Jokanovic. Set goes to the left side for Darcy. Nice dig from Larson. Pizzanti over for Varga, joust above the net. It's up in the air on the UCI side. Costi to Jokanovic on the right side, blocked. They recycle. Aitken goes up to Darcy on the left. He uses his offhand, gets blocked. Jokanovic goes back to Darcy again, tries to tip over, gets blocked again. Now his set is above the net, and Gajek pushes it right down. What a rally from Long Beach State's blockers, and Wojciech Gajek ends it again.
And Nick McRae is off the bench telling the 3 men in the front row, 4 touches, 4 touches. That is outstanding. And it's Skylar Varga organizing the triple block as Irvine just get drawn in further and further towards the middle of the floor and eventually run out of real estate.
Serving and blocking have been the hallmarks of this Long Beach State team. You can see it with the blocking right there. Jokanovic overhead pass, set back to him. He's fallen out of bounds. He gets blocked, and it's in bounds. A roof for Skylar Varga. It's 11-7 Beach.
And the floor captain can do it himself too. After organizing a triple block, he rotates over and rejects Andrei Jokanovic, who's now hitting negative 231 on the night, his 6th attacking error. The Beach have known where number 9 is on the floor all night long, and it's a 4-point advantage, 18 points into set 2.
5 total blocks for Long Beach State. They're ahead 11-7 on 22 West Radio. 11-7 Long Beach State in set 2 over UC Irvine on the second night to close out the regular season for Long Beach State. They had 11 aces and 16 and a half blocks right here in this gym against the Anteaters. So far tonight, the block was a little bit slower to go. Now it's starting to come through with 5 for Long Beach State, but still 0 aces for the defending national champions.
Yeah, the numbers are certainly impressive, but the eye test is even better. Long Beach State communicating well in the front row. The blocking assignments throughout this season have been among the very best in the country. This Long Beach State coaching staff has prepared Jackson Christ, Wojciech Gajek, and Skylar Varga to be the 3 most influential men on the floor tonight when they're blocking in the front row. It's been no different tonight.
Varga is top 12 in the Big West in points per set, kills per set, hitting percentage, aces, blocks per set, and digs per set. Go on forever about Skylar Varga. Jokanovic receives the serve. Combo goes to Brink in the back row. He pushes over. Pancake from Pisanti. Bloom falling out of bounds. Keeps it alive. Free ball from the beach. Clark. They go to Darcy on the left side. Off a tip. And it's down. It's a kill for Will Darcy. A great job for Long Beach to keep the rally alive, but UC Irvine gets back within 3.
UC Irvine just gets Long Beach State out of sorts, and the block doesn't seal off William Darcy in time. Bianzi pushes one down inside the 10-foot line.
Jokanovic serves over and out of bounds. Long Beach lead is back to 4.
And Andrei Jokanovic starting to show some of the same frustration that plagued him late last night and on night 2 against Long Beach State. Clap of his hands as he misses a serve, and Long Beach restore a 4-point lead.
Skylar Varga tips the tape, but is kept up by Aitken. Set goes to the middle. Clark brings it right down. It was a very slow start for Trevor Clark, but he's hitting a lot better here in set 2.
He just 0 for his first 3 swings, uncharacteristic. Now he's up to 2 kills on his next 3 swings. A lot better from Trevor Clark. He is one of the biggest men in the Big West. And when he's above the net, he's a hard man to stop.
Clark is serving now, gets it over. Pass from Larson. Pisanti moving in the back row. Sets up to the left side, and Connor Bloom has the kill. Long Beach keeping their distance. It's a 4-point lead.
Excellent work from the Beach to find Connor Bloom. And this is exactly what Nick McRae wants to see. Point for point with a lead.
Jackson Christ to serve now. 42 total aces this season. He's got a couple of errors tonight. Christ hits over, pass from Jokanovic. Costi waits for it to fall. Goes to the left side for Brink, and he brings it right down. Tell you what, that was a great pass in the back row for Andrei Jokanovic to set up the attack.
Andrei Jokanovic has been targeted more than anybody in the Anteaters back row this season, and he gets the in-system attack from Costi back to the outside. Andreas Brink does well to find a sliver of opportunity as the Anteaters make a change into the front row.
Will Darcy to serve as Beck Weber subs in. Darcy misses the back line. Weber, redshirt junior, middle blocker, stands 6'8", is a native of Long Beach. Los Alamitos High School grad out on the floor now. Long Beach leading 14-10 as Wojciech Gajek is back to serve. True freshman Pole tosses it up, hits it over, pass from Jokanovic. Costi goes to the left side for Brink, cross court, but he missed it by a mile. It's an attacking error, and the point goes to Long Beach State.
And that ball bounces once and then lands in the lap of Alan Perry on the Long Beach State sideline, technical coordinator. It speaks to how much Jokanovic has been struggling so far tonight.
15-10 Beach.
And a sub here in the back row. Anteaters go to a 6'2", Micah Tumas, replacing William Darcy. 2 fresh faces now on the floor for the Anteaters.
Wojciech Gajek hits over, pass from Aitken high in the air. It's Tumas setting over to the right side. It's tipped over by Brink. What a dig from Kellen Larson. Varga back row roll shot popped up from the block. Aitken puts it up to Tumas, set to the middle. Weber popped up. Pisanti has the dig. Varga puts it up to the right side. Gajek swings off of Aitken up into the rafters on the Long Beach side. Larson keeps it up. Pisanti goes to Gajek again. It's dug by Tumas up over the net, and the whistle blows. It's a net violation against Cameron Costi as Wojciech Gajek just hit a couple of the hardest attacks I've seen all year.
Some of the hardest swings I've seen in my life, Bruce. The rafters at the Bren Events Center are 30 feet off the floor.
I've never seen a dig get up there. Wojciech Gajek is hitting with strength. He serves across again. Jokanovic receives this one. Tumas sets to nobody. It lands on the UC Irvine side. Micah Tumas freshly subbed in with the error. David Niffen calls timeout with Long Beach ahead 17-10.
And that's just the freshman Micah Tumas not knowing where people are on the floor. That's a mistake that cannot happen. He thinks Andrej Jokanovic is attacking from the BIC and sets as if the Frenchman is there. Jokanovic was still lined up in rotation 1, nowhere near the ball. And for Micah Tumas, who entered against Long Beach State on night 2 in set 1 and had 22 assists to pace the offense, has come in to a 6-2 rotation, meant to shore up serve receive, and just committed a costly error to put Long Beach State up 17-10. That is unbelievable.
Micah Tumas was fantastic in that second match against Long Beach State. As you said, 22 assists, had 6 kills too, and was good from behind the service line, was impactful all over the place. Freshly subbed in, not a good start through his first few points here. It's 17-10 Long Beach State. If they can get 8 more points, they'll be in the driver's seat and up 2-0.
And if they continue with this rotation and David Niffen with the 6-2, it's going to be Cameron Costi lined up on the left side, who is pacing around outside the Anteaters huddle right now. Irvine just looking for a solution here. This second set has gone away from them in a hurry. At one point they were hitting above 600, now down to just 176. It's the Beach hitting 615. It's sustained dominance now from the reigning national champions. What we were expecting to see in set 1 has now come to light in the second set. Irvine still hitting well below their season average. They are not having the great offensive night they needed. And it's Long Beach State setting the tone, playing consistent volleyball. But the story once again is, can they close out set number 2? A huge 7-point lead. They can't let Irvine back within 5. And we're on the doorstep of a sweep now if Long Beach State can get the job done.
You see Irvine with some frustrated faces. Shane Aitken waited to head over to the huddle after the timeout was called, was across the floor, standing by himself in frustration before Nicholas Restrepo came over to grab him and pull him to the huddle. Still plenty of time to go, not only in set 2, but in the entire match, though. 17-10 in the second set. Long Beach back out there. Wojciech Gajek to serve.
Long Beach also siding out UC Irvine at 90% here in set 2. Unreal numbers.
Gajek trying to keep his run alive. He serves over and inbounds. Wojciech Gajek breaks the seal for Long Beach State with their first ace of the night.
After having an ace in each game against UC Irvine, that's Wojciech Gajek's 28th of the season. It's an 8-point lead for Long Beach State.
18 serving 10. Gajek hits over, pass from Jokanovic. Tumas goes over to the right side. Brink gets blocked, and then a whistle blows. That's a blocking violation against Connor Bloom. UCI breaks the run, and they're within 7. They're still operating in the 6-2 with Costi and Tumas both on the floor. It's Andreas Brink back to serve for the Anteaters. 11 serving 18 in set 2. Brink hits it over. Pass from Vargas. He went to the ground. It's up above the net. Braun attack dug out by Tumas. Bump set goes right over to a swing for Pizzanti. Right down into the Terraflex. Jake Pizzanti with his second kill. And the Beach are up 19-11.
Enter the jumbo package to just pile on the pressure.
It's actually just Island Doty subbing right in. Connor Bloom back to serve as Pizzanti heads off after his kill.
And a rare chance for Alan Doty and Neil Hirschnovich to step into the front row together.
Connor Bloom serving 19-11 Beach. Bloom serves, pass from Jokanovic. Set goes back to him on the left side. He gets blocked, and it's down. Daniil Hirschnovich, fresh in off the bench, has the roof. Long Beach ahead, 20-11.
And the 6-2 is no more from David Niffen. Micah Tumas exits, and William Darcy will enter into rotation 2.
Connor Bloom serving again. Pass from Aitken right up above the net. A joust goes out of bounds off of Long Beach State. It was Ben Braun who tried to push it off the UCI blockers. Then it went out of bounds. Long Beach all got together to celebrate before seeing the call went the other way. So now Skylar Vargas walking over to have a discussion Our referees tonight, Raymond Mink, Sergio Gonzalez, John Park, and Ron Reyes.
It's just patty cake above the net. No need to use the challenge here. But Skylar Varga does enough to slow down the pace of play. Long Beach are up by 8. No need to stop the momentum on a tight call.
20-12, Long Beach State. Beck Weber serving. He pushes it over, pass from Bloom, Doty, D-ball for Hrstanovic, off a tip, it's dug out by Darcy. Left side, Jokanovic off the blockers, Bloom has it. Doty underneath, goes to the left side, Varga steps in, power angle shot dug out by Jokanovic. Weber puts it up to the right side, nobody home. Darcy pushes it over, Doty to Braun, and it's too close to him. Long Beach can't get the attack over. A bad set from Island Doty. It's back-to-back points for UCI.
Just a rare moment where Island Doty and Ben Braun are out of sync. They've shared the same practice gym for 3 years. The set's just too low for the 6'11" middle blocker.
13 serving 20. UC Irvine trying to get back into set 2. Beck Weber pushes it across, pass from Bloom. Doty right there, goes to Braun again, gets blocked, he pushes back over, dig from the back row. Right side, Darcy swings off the block, it's dug out in the back row. Bloom steps into set, goes for Varga, roll shot over 3 blockers and down. Savvy move from Skylar Varga as the ball finds the floor again. Varga's got 6 kills.
These next 4 points for Long Beach State are going to be the hardest points to get all game long, but they have to get them in quick succession. Not only are Irvine down by 8, body language shows that they're down and out everywhere you look.
The Beach send Ben Braun behind the line. Pass from Brink. Costi sets into the middle. Then Trevor Clark has the kill. 21-14. UC Irvine will look to go on the run with the redshirt freshman setter Cameron Costi heading back.
Ben Braun subs off. Kellen Larson back into rotation 1. Beach put a 4 pattern across the back row for Costi to aim for.
Costi over and out of bounds. Kellen Larson slid all the way over and saw it to the ground. Couple subs for Long Beach State as they go back to their starters. Jake Pazanti and Wojciech Gajek back in at setter and opposite. It's Pazanti subbing in to serve. 22-14 Long Beach State. Already ahead 1-0 in the Big West Championship semifinals. Jake Pazanti waits a minute, then serves across. It's low, and it's down. Shane Aitken dove, but couldn't pop it in the air high enough. Jake Pazanti has the ace.
And Jake Pazanti entering in 1 rotation earlier than usual for Island Doty. It's because Nick McRae wants him to serve. 18 aces now on the season for Jake Pazanti.
23-14 Beach. They're in control of set 2. Pazanti serves it over again. Jokanovic pass. Set goes over to the left side. Darcy pushes it across. Beach dig it out. Right side, Gajek. Roll shot off the blockers. Dug out by Brink. Set to Clark. He pushes it over. Sliding in. Pancake from Pazanti. Varga. Roll shot. Out of bounds. No touch. An awkward rally goes the way of UC Irvine. Neither team was in system throughout that one.
And just listen to this crowd right now, Bruce. Even when Irvine get the point, the Bren Events Center doesn't know whether to celebrate or not. That's how dominant Long Beach State have been throughout set 3. Set 2, that is. Looking to head into set 3 with a big advantage.
Jokanovic serves into the net, and you're absolutely right. This has been a significantly more tame and quieter environment than it was to close out the regular season. It's set point number 1, 24-15. Long Beach State's traveling contingent up on their feet. Skylar Varga serves across. It's just popped up in the air. Brink pushes over. Larson slides in for a dig. Bloom swinging left side out of bounds. UC Irvine still alive in set 2. It's 24-16.
Oh, and Skylar Varga almost ended it with an ace. Oh, so close. The Beach have a mammoth amount of set points to work with here.
Trevor Clark serving, set point number 2 for the Beach. Overhead pass from Bloom. Pazanti goes to Varga down the pipe, and Skylar Varga puts an end to a dominant set 2 for Long Beach State. 12 kills and only 3 attacking errors for the Beach. And they win set 2 25-16 to go up 2-0.
That's more like it from Long Beach State. They jump on Irvine early, and they don't look back. Not only do they put down Irvine with a 9-point advantage, but they take the wind out of the sails of the Bren Events Center. That is hard to do. As we head to set 3, the Beach have cracked open the broom closet.
Long Beach looking for a sweep. We'll be back in about 4 minutes for set 3 between Long Beach State and UC Irvine in the Big West Championship semifinal on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State going to try and sweep their way to the Big West Championship Finals. They're up 2-0 over UC Irvine here in the semis.
UC Irvine taking every last second of the 5-minute break between sets 2 and 3. In the locker room, they've only just returned to the floor. There's changes coming from David Niffen. Willem Darcy will be replaced by Andon Kiriakou in the front row, and really it's the Anteaters who need any kind of solution right now as Long Beach State bash their way through that second set, hitting 375 and looking like the defending national champions. That question still remains, though. Can they put it together in 3 sets for a big-time sweep in the Big West Championship semifinals?
Andon Kiriakou, the more defensively oriented outside hitter for UC Irvine, is 5th in the Big West in digs per set, as he'll be out there simultaneously to try and shore up the defense and also go on the attack. Kiriakou got a decent amount of playing time in those 2 games against Long Beach State. It's the Beach serving to open up set 3 and try and close out this match in a sweep. Connor Bloom back behind the line. Claps the volleyball, and he's ready to go. Connor Bloom serves across, pass from Kiriakou. Costi to the middle, Micah Goss out of bounds. No touch. UC Irvine is going to challenge this one. It was very close as Goss immediately turned around thinking he had the kill. David Niffen issues the challenge.
Another change, putting Micah Goss on the floor first instead of Trevor Clark. Goss on the night as it stands. Far from his best as well. Just 1 kill on 3 swings. And Andon Kiriakou into the back row is in where Andreas Brink is tonight as the second outside hitter alongside Andrej Jokanovic for most of the season. Right now he's replacing William Darcy, which gives UC Irvine 3 outside hitters. Andon Kiriakou also a very capable opposite. So a different look for the Anteaters, different for the Beach to deal with as well. Andon Kiriakou also saw action in both matchups in the regular season during the conference schedule, and Long Beach State went after him relentlessly in service, unafraid of the Canadian, who has national team experience with Team Canada and was actually teammates with Daniil Hrstanovic over the summer, and Quentin Greenidge, the Hawaii libero. Connections all over the floor tonight for Long Beach State and UC Irvine. These teams are very familiar with each other. And for some reason, it's Long Beach State who has come out on top in dominant fashion both times this season and in set 2, hoping to sweep aside the Anteaters for the first time in 2026.
Plenty of Canadian influence down here in American collegiate volleyball. Of course, Skylar Varga, maybe the best of the bunch. He's going to have a long career for the Canadian national Olympic team. Varga tonight, the captain for Long Beach State, 7 kills on 17 swings. It's Wojciech Gajek who's leading Long Beach State with 9 kills. As the review is ongoing here, Gajek hitting .571, only 1 error and 14 swings. It's been a nice match for the true freshman opposite after he was named to the Big West freshman team.
Yeah, Wojciech Gajek came out guns blazing in the conference schedule against Hawaii. Sat down for a few series following that and only recently made his return. Nick McRae saying, with Wojciech Gajek getting back into the lineup, that Long Beach State and really the volleyball landscape yet to see what this team is truly capable of.
There's a little chant-off going in the Bren Events Center between the Long Beach State traveling fans and the home crowd of UC Irvine.
And usually it's during these breaks that the band is playing and UC Irvine are making all the noise. That second set from Long Beach State really just killed the atmosphere here in the Bren Events Center. It's never been this quiet during a timeout. Long Beach State have looked really, really good for stretches here through both sets. And an early, long review here in set 3 will determine whether or not they can build an early lead.
A stunned stupor in the Bren as another call goes the way of Long Beach State. It's an unsuccessful challenge for UC Irvine. The Beach ahead 1-0 to start set 3.
David Niffen down to his last challenge.
Connor Bloom to serve for the Beach. Claps the volleyball, exhales. Now he's ready to go. Bloom hits across, pass from Aitken. Costi over to the left side. Brink gets roofed! Ben Braun and Jake Pizzanti. Long Beach State with their 7th block of the night.
And the Long Beach Roofing Company is putting in overtime in the Bren Events Center. There's just nowhere to go with Ben Braun and Jake Pizzanti swarming above the tape.
Goss tried to deke in the middle, but Ben Braun read the attack like a book. Got over there in plenty of time. Bloom serve again. Kiriakou keeps it up. Brink on the left side. Off the blockers, out of bounds. Braun just couldn't seal it off for another roof, and instead it's the first point of set 3 for the Anteaters.
3 straight games for Andreas Brink, breaking what would have been his career high just 3 weeks ago. He's got 9 kills now.
Andrei Jokanovic serves for UC Irvine. Roll serve kept up by Larson. Pizzanti dunk right down. UC Irvine didn't even move before that ball hit the floor. It's 3 kills for Jake Pizzanti.
Little mannequin challenge on the UC Irvine side of the floor. There's nobody moved to the attack from Jake Pizzanti.
See if Pizzanti goes back to that. That was an underwhelming response. Braun serve on the right side. Brink swings off the blockers. Bloom has the dig. Pizzanti sets up to Varga. He pushes over. Jokanovic dig. One arm set goes to a free ball. Chris first touch. Pizzanti back to Chris, and it's down. No, okay, it is down. There was a pancake attempt from Costi sliding in, and Long Beach State was reacting like the point was over. It got pushed back across, and then they blew it dead. Jackson Christ has the kill, and it's 4-1.
David Niffen just asking Shane Aitken whether or not he got all the way under that ball. As Aitken, hands on his knees right now. He's had to put in a shift tonight. Might have come up worse for wear diving into the back row. And a bit of a collision with Andon Kiriakou.
It was Aitken who was favoring his right knee heavily in the end of the final matchup of the regular season. He's got a different wrap on that right knee tonight. It's the regular knee pad on his left. Braun serve, Jokanovic pass. Costi goes to Goss in the middle, and it's down. Just tipped it over, and Braun couldn't get the pancake there in time. 4-2 Long Beach State.
Ben Braun will head to the bench. Kellen Larson will come back on, probably saying leave it to the professionals. Larson with another outstanding night in the back row. 7 digs. Now he faces serve receive with the beach up 4-2.
Micah Goss back to serve. He hits over. Varga low pass. Pizzanti puts it back up. Varga free ball does get over. Sharp angle. Jokanovic to Costi. Quick to Kiriakou. Goes into the antenna. Who did it hit last? Point goes to Long Beach State. Andon Kiriakou disagrees. Now we see if UC Irvine is going to want to challenge this one. They're down to 1.
And Raymond Mink up on the chair just kind of threw a hand up in one direction. Not even sure if he knew who touched that ball last.
It is a challenge issued by UC Irvine. The set was very low as Kiriakou went up. Both Kiriakou and the blocker for Long Beach State, Jackson Christ, were right up above the net before the ball hit the antenna, so it was tough to tell who it touched last. Ruling on the floor as it hit Kiriakou before hitting the pin. So score stands 5-2 Long Beach State. UC Irvine looks for their first successful challenge of the night.
UC Irvine 0 for 1 on challenges already here in this third set.
Look over to the bench. Alex Kondev originally came out wearing his uniform. Now he's back into sweats. The Bulgarian sophomore outside hitter for Long Beach State still dealing with an injury. It was a good sign to see him in uniform, at least at the very beginning. Didn't warm up, though, so he wasn't appearing to be available tonight. That's going to be a big thing to watch for Long Beach State, not only heading into tomorrow, but especially into the NC2As in a couple of weeks.
We very might well see Alex Kondev play tomorrow. He went out against UC Santa Barbara in the second to last season series and just kind of came up gimpy, working with a long-term back injury. If Alex Kondev is 100% and ready to go, he's really the last piece of the puzzle for Long Beach State to get back to 100% as an entire team. Nick McRae talking all season long about peaking at the right time. Alex Kondev, a big piece of that revival.
And it's an unsuccessful challenge again for UC Irvine. So David Niffen is 0 for 2 tonight. That was the second challenge they've issued. Long Beach State ahead 5-2. Jake Pizzanti to serve. The beach setter gets it across. Pass from Jokanovic. Costi sets up for Clark off a touch. Nice sliding dig from Larson. Pizzanti to Christ. He gets roofed down. Trevor Clark making an impact on defense. And the beach lead is down to 2.
UC Irvine here in set 3, hitting negative 143 through the first 8 points. The points have to come from somewhere.
3 blocks for UC Irvine tonight. Brink serve is into the net. Skylar Varga will head back next with Long Beach ahead by 3. Varga with no aces and 1 service error tonight.
He's got a 4 pattern to aim for. Brink, Aitken, Jokanovic, and Kiriakou right to left.
Varga goes at Kiriakou. He receives it. Costi back to Kiriakou on the left side, just through the blockers before hitting the floor. It's 6-4.
And the entourage now gets up on their feet, trying to give end on Kiriakou. A little bit of confidence here. Bren Events Center has to do its thing here in set 3. It's been way too quiet through 10 points.
Kiriakou standing in front of the student section at the Bren. Now he serves across, could have been out, but Bloom pops it up with his hands above his head. Set goes back to him off a block. Aitken has the dig. Costi, D-ball over to the right side. Roll shot gets blocked by Chris. Now on the attack again. Overhead dig from Pizzanti. Bloom left side, tipped it over. Clark a touch. Aitken bumps that over to Jokanovic off the blockers. Gajek swings it right down. Oh my goodness, Wojciech Gajek coming right down from the block. Bounces right back up and somehow has the kill. A bunny hop straight to a swing. That is unbelievable from Wojciech Gajek.
And it felt like that rally was just going to go patty cake, patty cake, patty cake until someone decided to finish it. Why not the freshman?
You need a lot of length. Wojciech Gajek used every bit of his 6'2" height and crazy wingspan. He barely got off the floor and just slammed that ball right back down. Nobody was prepared for Gajek to go back on the attack that fast.
They've got to check that right side for some springs or something. That's Gajek's 10th kill.
What a play as Jackson Christ serves out of bounds.
The crazy part is that service error goes for the exact same amount of points as the kill from Wojciech Gajek. And we're back to where we started, Long Beach with a 2-point advantage.
Trevor Clark serving next for UC Irvine. 5 serving 7. Clark goes into the net. And we're right back to where we were before that. 3-point lead for Long Beach State at 8-5.
Just awkward from Trevor Clark. Missed his toss, actually, and swung across his body. Middle blocker who float serves every single time. Just out of rhythm. Indicative of his entire Anteaters team.
Here's Wojciech Gajek. He's got an ace. Gajek's second ace of the night. He's up to 13 points. And it's the true freshman who's leading the way for Long Beach State.
Long Beach is leading scorer by some margin.
9-5, Long Beach State. Gajek with 10 kills and 2 aces. Hits it off the tape. There's another one. Hard into the net. It falls right off of Costi. And as he scrambles, hits it into the crowd. Back-to-back aces for Wojciech Gajek. Sends us into a UC Irvine timeout.
Wojciech Gajek taking over set number 3. Unstoppable on the right side, unstoppable from the service line. 2 aces on the night. 29 now in his freshman season as Long Beach State are starting to pull away here in set 3.
Tell you what, I'll be thinking about that Wojciech Gajek kill a few points ago for a long time. That was an unbelievable show from Gajek. It's 10-5, Long Beach State. They're leaning on the freshman, and they're 15 points away from a sweep on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State is riding high off a couple great plays from Wojciech Gajek. First had a crazy kill, then back-to-back aces. 3 of them on the night for Gajek as it's 10-5 Beach. They're already ahead 2-0 in the Big West Championship semifinals. Wojciech Gajek serving again out of the UC Irvine timeout. Gajek hits over, pass from Jokanovic. Aitken steps into set, goes to Jokanovic on the left side. Over 3 blockers. Varga had a dig from behind the back line, and the Beach can't get it back over. Skylar Varga was not even on the field of play when he dug that one.
And Kellen Larson just kind of bumps it back in the direction of the Long Beach bench. Wojciech Gajek tries to hit a fadeaway swing. That doesn't even get close to the net. That's what UC Irvine needed out of the timeout. Hitting just 0-83 now in set 3 to Long Beach's 286. It's been rough sledding for UC Irvine, but they're still in this third set. It's only a 4-point gap for the Anteaters.
103 hitting percentage on the night for UC Irvine. Cameron Costi serves for the Anteaters. Pass from Connor Bloom. Pizzanti, combo. Varga emerges from the back row and puts the hammer down. 11-6, Long Beach State.
And it's a monster mash for Skylar Varga. There's nobody within 10 feet of the Canadian.
Ben Braun cast the bait and reeled him with him.
That's just unreal. Skylar Varga's never going to miss a shot like that.
Wide open. Connor Bloom serves now. Aitken pass. Costi sets up to the right side, pushed over by Jokanovic. Larson dig. Dunk from Pizzanti, dug out. Goss puts back to Jokanovic off a tip. Dug by Larson. Beach free ball though. Pass from Brink. D-ball again. Jokanovic off the blockers and out. They go to the freshman Jokanovic 3 times, and finally he's got the kill.
Jokanovic picking up his 5th kill on his 18th swing. I think that is 20th swing. 7 errors, still hitting the negatives tonight. Bright spot for him has been in service, where he has 3 aces.
Negative 150 hitting percentage for Andre Jokanovic. 4 kills and 7 errors as he serves over and out. He's got 3 aces and 4 service errors to go with him. Not the sharpest performance from the man who has got a very good case to be the Big West Freshman of the Year.
At least coming into tonight, Wojciech Gajek might have something to say about it. He's been the freshman shining tonight in the Bren.
It may be a 2-horse race between those 2 guys. Costi over to the left side, and Kiriakou has the kill. Ben Braun was serving for Long Beach State, but it's a quick side out for the Anteaters.
Exactly what UC Irvine needs still. Only a 4-point set. It feels like they're down by 10. But UC Irvine have been here before this season against Long Beach State and found a way back in. Long Beach just need to make sure that door stays closed.
Micah Goss serving 8, serving 12. Pass from Bloom. Pizzanti underneath. Back sets towards Varga on the left side. Cross-court dugout by Goss. Quick set to Kiriakou. Has to just tip it over. Gajek overhead pass. Back to him. Gajek cross-court and out of bounds. No touch from the UC Irvine blockers, and they're within 3.
Only the 2nd attacking error on the night for Wojciech Gajek on his 16th swing, as he was targeting high hands that just weren't there. Saw Trevor Clark was hanging around and comes up empty. Long Beach now only up by 3.
Gajek's flexing his right calf a little bit, stretching it out, but gives a thumbs up over to Coach McCray to say he's good. Micah Goss serving again. 12-9, Long Beach State in set 3. Goss tips the tape, but Varga receives it. Set goes to Jackson Christ in the middle, and Christ has his 4th kill on 6 swings.
That's the 10th set to the middle tonight, combined from the Long Beach State setters. And Jackson Christ feasting on scraps right now, doing most of his work with his blocking assignment. Gives the Beach a much-needed point. They're up by 4.
Jake Pizzanti serves over with 22 assists tonight. Jokanovic receives. Set goes back to him from the pipe, but his attack is out of bounds. Jokanovic wants a challenge. Was hitting towards the right side. The UC Irvine isn't going to issue one.
That's a big miss here. That ball was definitely in, Bruce, right in front of our vantage point. They've only got 1 left. David Niffen doesn't want to use it here.
Jake Pizzanti back to serve. 14-9, Long Beach State. Pizzanti hits over. Jokanovic received. Costi over to the left side. Kiriakou puts it down and then has some words through the net. Cedrico Gonzalez looks like he's going to walk over and told David Niffen to let Kiriakou know. Now he gives a hand up towards the official on the ladder, Raymond Mink, to say, my bad.
A little too excited, but that's the energy UC Irvine needs.
No card issued, so he's all good. 14-10, Long Beach State. Andreas Brink serving. He hits into the net. The Beach lead is back to 5.
Somebody's got to get fired up for this Anteaters team. Anton Kiriakou showing some serious fight, talking through the net to Skylar Varga. Anteaters down 2-0, and they're running out of time now to make a run. Long Beach are the first to 15.
The Beach are 10 points away from a sweep. Varga serves over, Kiriakou pass, Costi. They run a slide play for Clark, and it's dug out by Pizzanti. Gayak swing and dug out back row by Jokanovic. Back set from Aitken over towards Kiriakou, and he rolls it into the net. What a dig from Jake Pizzanti. You never see the slide play in men's volleyball, but they run it for Trevor Clark, and it took an excellent dig from Pizzanti to keep that point alive.
You never see it run to that degree either. Trevor Clark really moving laterally to get the swing across. The Beach just are in the right spot again. Outstanding.
Skylar Varga serve, pass from Aitken. Set goes up to Clark, and he traditionally swinging this time has the kill. 16-11 Beach.
That's Trevor Clark just moving outside in, running off the inside shoulder of Cameron Costi for the kill. Traditional middle set. And Trevor Clark finds a way to get one down. Irvine still hanging around in set 3.
And on Kiriakou, hits over and out. 17-11, Long Beach State. Jackson Christ heading back behind the service line. He's got 3 errors tonight. Trying to get his first ace on the board. Top 3 in the conference in total aces heading into the day. Christ hits over, pass from Aitken. Costi sets over towards Jokanovic, and as he stepped into the gap towards the middle, he finds the left side line. UC Irvine back within 5.
Ben Braun, Connor Bloom, Wojciech Gayak in the middle, and the block just doesn't form in time for Jokanovic, running an untraditional route towards the middle. And now Irvine will make a change in service.
Trevor Clark heads out with Aiden Schulten subbing in. Schulten saw a lot of time as the setter for UC Irvine across night 1 and the beginning of night 2 against Long Beach State. Otherwise has operated as a service specialist a lot of this year. It's the role he's in for here. Aiden Schulten hits over, pass from Skylar Varga. Pizzanti goes to Braun in the middle, and they're right in rhythm. Ben Braun has the kill, his second of the night.
Excellent work from Ben Braun, and Aiden Schulten, the Seal Beach native, Los Alamitos High School graduate, will head back to the bench as Shane Aitken steps into rotation 1.
Wojciech Gayak to serve. 3 aces tonight. 6-point lead for the Beach. Gayak hits over, pass right up above the net, pushed over, and Varga has the dig. Bloom left side swinging and down. Connor Bloom with 8 kills now. This recent stretch has brought Bloom up to 3rd in the conference in hitting, and he's having another efficient night tonight, hitting well over 300.
And what Long Beach has done so well tonight is just neutralize the threat from the setter's position. Once again, Cameron Costi goes over on 2, and you can only meet the hands of a Long Beach State block. 6 points is all that separates Long Beach State from a sweep.
19-12, pass from Kiriakou, up above the net, set goes to Goss, and Micah Goss has the kill. Skylar Varga just a little bit too far to the left to dig that one out. And now Wojciech Gayak is down on his back. Looks like his right calf is cramping.
Wojciech Gayak has put in a Herculean performance tonight for Long Beach State. 10 kills, 17 electric swings. And at this point in the match, there's no point in risking him for further injury. Saw this against Hawaii on both nights. And Neil Hurstnovich will come in to replace him. Wojciech Gayak is such an electric attacker that it almost feels like sometimes he's pushing his body to the limit, week in, week out. Same case tonight. Needs some fluids, needs some hydration. He can head to the bench and hope that his team can finish the night in 3.
Wojciech Gayak subs out. He's certainly hoping that he won't have to come back. Jake Pizzanti also going to sub out as they bring in the pairing of Daniil Hoshinovic and Island Doty as the opposite setter. UC Irvine sending Cameron Costi back to serve. 13 serving 19 in set 3. Pass from Larson in the back row. Beaudry waits for it to fall. Goes to Braun in the middle, and he's got another kill. Ben Braun with a couple, and the Beach are the first to the red zone.
I think Island Doty owed Ben Braun that set after pushing one a little bit too low above the tape in set 2. Gets one in the perfect position for a 6'11" middle blocker to lay it down. Beach first to the red zone with a big cushion.
Connor Bloom back to serve. Long Beach State 5 points from a sweep. Pass from the back row. Goss in the middle, swing in right into the net. No touch from Long Beach State's blockers. It's an attacking error. Again, 19 of them tonight for UC Irvine. A part of that is the pressure Long Beach State's block puts in above the net, and a part of that is UC Irvine's attack just not firing tonight.
It's a bit of both. Long Beach State is doing so many things well.
21-13, Connor Bloom serves over and out of bounds.
Take a look at the numbers here. Long Beach hitting above 365 in all 3 sets. 367 in set 1, 375 in set 2, 375 in set 3. Consistency personified, and they've cut out the errors, which plagued them in that extended first set.
UC Irvine has been consistent as well in a bad way, as there's a service error from Andre Okonovich. They're hitting below 200 in all 3 sets. 051 in set 1, 185 in set 2, 154 in set 3.
And a lot of the fans are headed for the exits right now. Some clad in green, some clad in navy blue. They've seen enough. Long Beach State on a parade now to a matchup against Hawaii in the Big West Championship final.
Long Beach making a sub. Dane Hillis in to serve. 22-14. Hillis hits across. Aitken pass. Costi over to Kiriako on the left side. Block. They recycle. Set over to the right side. Brink. They just got it through. Skylar Varga was protesting in the middle of the point, trying to say that the point should have been over for a lift against UC Irvine, and it wasn't called.
It's so quiet in the Bren Center right now that you can hear what Skylar Varga is telling Raymond Mink up on the chair. He said, "What was that?" Thinking it was pushed into him on a carry. Just hanging out on the stanchion right now, getting the explanation. Long Beach State with a masterclass through 3 sets here. And they're 3 points away.
Nick McCray also getting an explanation from Sergio Gonzalez on the other side. Call will stand. Long Beach makes a sub. Dane Hillis back out. Kellen Larson into the fray in the back row. It's 22-15, Long Beach State. Up 2 sets to none. Trying to close out the game in 3. Micah Goss back to serve for UC Irvine. Long Beach hoping to beat the Anteaters 3 times in a span of about a week and a half. Set from Doty. Varga pushed into the blockers, gets denied. Doty on the recycle goes back to Varga, and he brings it right down. Skylar Varga, a huge swing for his 9th kill.
And he's going to get yellow carded here, Bruce. A big celebration from Skylar Varga. And after talking to Raymond Mink a point ago, just giving a caution. There's no slowing down this Long Beach State attack, though. It's green light all night long.
Varga clearly had some words through the net after that swing. Daniil Hirshinovich serving for the first time tonight. 23-15 Beach. Hirshinovich serve high pass from Jokanovic. Aitken bumps it over towards the left side. Kiriakou hits out of bounds, but there's a touch from UC Irvine, or from Long Beach State, that is, so UC Irvine wins the point.
Anton Kiriakou begging for a touch. He gets one. Irvine, we can get into the situation with the at-large bids a little bit later, but it feels like they're playing for their season right now. This could be the end for the Anteaters. Down 16-23 in set 3.
Number 5 team in the nation. The NC2As has been expanded to 12. The first year of that. Brink serves out of bounds. 24-16, and it's match point number 1 for Long Beach State. Trying to close out a dominant semifinal match and punch their ticket to play Hawaii tomorrow night in the championship. 24-16. Match point number 1. Skylar Varga serves over and out of bounds.
Long Beach State will have to do it in serve receive now. It's just another point.
And on Kiriakou, needing a long run to keep the Anteater hopes alive. Match point number 2, 24-17 Long Beach State. Kiriakou roll serve popped up by Larson. Doty sets over to Bloom. He gets roofed. Trevor Clark, a big stuff. It's back-to-back points for the Anteaters.
And all feels too little too late. Trevor Clark doesn't even wheel away in celebration as it's blocked back to the 10-foot line.
Kiriakou quick serve for match point number 3. Overhead pass from Bloom. Set back to him. Bloom left side attack. Hitting line. Kiriakou dig. Set from Costi. Goes to a free ball. Christ first touch. Doty there. D-set. Over to Hershanovic. Kiriakou another dig. Aitken falling out of bounds. Keeps it alive. Clark pushes over with 2 hands. Varga up to Doty. Set to Christ in the middle. He's got the kill. And that's it. Long Beach State is moving on. They'll play Hawaii tomorrow in the final.
Jackson Christ with the kill shot. And there's the killer instinct Long Beach have been looking for all year long. When the lights are brightest in the Bren Events Center, Long Beach State turn up the intensity to 11 and sweep aside the Anteaters to book their ticket in the final. It really does not get better than what we saw across sets 2 and 3 from the defending national champions.
Even set 1 was statistically all the way in Long Beach, but they cleaned up the couple mistakes they were making and absolutely take care of business. Long Beach State wins 25-18 in set 3, and the defending national champions will try and get some revenge tomorrow. It was Hawaii who won the Big West tournament last year. Long Beach State and the Rainbow Warriors meeting again. They're shaking hands underneath the net. As UC Irvine now will be heading home to wait anxiously for when the Big West or the national tournament seeding is revealed. There's 12 teams now, a few more at-large bids that UC Irvine will have to hope to get one.
Yeah, for the 7 years the Big West has been around, it's been Long Beach State and Hawaii in 5 of those 7 finals. Feels like it was always going to end one way. And Long Beach can celebrate at midcourt right now. Let's get into that situation for Irvine in a second. After these celebrations, it's Skylar Varga who's going to apply the sticker. But for UC Irvine, for the 2nd consecutive year, they now need to hope and pray and wait. The selection committee gives them an at-large bid. It felt like coming into the weekend, looking at the RPI numbers, that UC Irvine needed to at least make it to the final, beat Long Beach State, and do what they couldn't do in the regular season. Unable to do that tonight. Now they're on the outside looking in. Is their strength of schedule strong enough? Do they have the resume? Because they certainly have the talent to compete with the 12 best teams in the country. The question is, do they get a favorable nod, or are David Diffin's men left out for the 2nd consecutive season? For Long Beach State, an outstanding performance, and everybody with their arms crossed around the Big West Championship bracket billboard. They're going to face Hawaii. It's a shot at revenge at the Stan Sheriff Center last year. Rainbow Warriors in 4.
As Long Beach State took their team picture with the bracket, UC Irvine in a full and lengthy team huddle behind them. David Niffin talking with his team. Anteaters will be left to wait now. But Long Beach State, 24 hours, less than 24 hours away from a date with Hawaii for the Big West Championship. This was the performance Long Beach State needed tonight, and Hawaii had a much harder fought semifinal game than the Beach did here. The number 2 seed and defending national champions will try to take advantage of that tomorrow night.
If there's anybody who's not excited about tomorrow, they really should be. Long Beach just played an incredible game against UC Irvine. Hawaii showed their grit, showed their toughness, and only got better as the game went on against UC San Diego. And here we go. Long Beach State and Hawaii head-to-head for the Big West Championship. All of the marbles on the line again. And you can't say that they aren't the 2 best teams coming out of Friday night.
Wojciech Gajek with 10 kills, 3 aces. A fantastic performance from the freshman tonight. Jake Bizanti, 27 assists, and Skylar Varga, 9 kills. Long Beach State, 7 blocks, 4 aces, and they take care of business. That'll do it for us here at the Bren Events Center. For JayDe Beaudry next to me and the rest of our 22 West Sports crew, I'm Bruce Kuntz, and this has been national champion Long Beach State men's volleyball on 22 West Radio. I want to thank you for joining us ahead both of the doubleheader matches today, both of the games last night. The Big West tournament coming to a close tomorrow with the final, and we'll be back on the air for it. Long Beach State versus Hawaii. The Beach looking for revenge from their 2 games at the Pyramid earlier this season where Hawaii swept them. And that's going to be a marquee matchup tomorrow you will not want to miss. So stay with us for it tomorrow night back here at the Bren Events Center for the Big West Championship. And thanks for tuning in tonight.